Hey guys, JDB Gaming here, and welcome to a brand new Survive the Hunt. And as you can see, the conditions are particularly snowy for today's hunt. No, the snow wasn't in time for us to do a Christmas special Survive the Hunt, but we are still utilising the snow and using it as a chance for us to do a hunt with, well, the snow, basically. So it's going to make it a little bit hairy, a little bit interesting. This rolls around once a year, you know, with obviously all the Christmas specials, and so it is a chance for me to use a different type of vehicle, because technically the speedy vehicles aren't going to be the best vehicles for these conditions. It's the cars that have got the better traction, and so we're looking for something more of a 4x4. I think that's what we're going to start off with, see how it pays out. We don't want to go for something too slow, because we still need speed in case we get into a chase or anything. So I'm just keeping my eyes out on the minutes. I mean, I'm seeing a couple of 4x4s as I'm moving and grooving, but nothing I quite fancy. Like cavalcade, there's a lot of those spawning, like that one in front of me. Some grizzlies, that's a BJ right there, cheeky. Is it grizzly or is it brizzly? I think it's a brizzly actually, that's what I meant to say. Ooh, okie doke, right. Let's utilise this chance to park my vehicle over. And is there any particular vehicle here that I want to steal? No. I mean, I don't think it's very fast, but I think we'll go with this one anyway.
Bullshit.
Oh, this feels so slow. Maybe a cavalcade might just... Let's go Brizzly actually. I'd rather go Brizzly instead of that. Oh, can I get to it in time? Yes, I can. Is it Brizzly, or have I just got it completely wrong? Oh, it's a Seminole. No, I got it really wrong. What was I on about then? Oh, even this feels ridiculously slow. Oh, God. Well, it's a good job I have 2 hours to get myself ready, and we've only had one of those hours gone. Anyway, we're going to just park it up over here, and this is my chance to change my style. Oh. Right. Yeah, okay, style. So, oh yeah, also, I decided, even though it wasn't Christmassy, we'd all still wear our Christmassy outfits because of the snow, hence why we're the snowmen, and I'm in this ridiculous bodysuit. But we're going to be off with Survive the Hunt number 1, and then of that, we're going to remove the mask. If we can find a way to get rid of it. No, I don't want to get... There we go, we're done. Right, so no, we can't see it. So as you can see, we've gone for a mullet. You can't really see it too well in the car, but a mullet is what we've gone for. I don't know whether or not 4x4 is the way to go, or if it might just be better off just going with that car in front. You know what? I know it's not exactly different from what I usually go for, but for the time being, I'm going to see how the Oracle does in the snow, traction-wise and everything, and we'll go from there. I think we should be alright, so gonna live with it, we're gonna go with it. If I see a 4x4 that's better than Seminole, which is what we're in, and I get called the Brizzly. Is there an actual car called the Brizzly, or have I just made something up completely on the spot? Probably that one, but yeah. And then the Cavalcade, which no, I know that is slow for a fact. And then what was the other one we got into? Oh yeah, the BJ, yeah, which again really wasn't so either. Yeah. Inadvertently not making the video PG, but yes, here we are. Anyway, so Survive the Hunt's got slightly different conditions. However, the way the hunt is going to be working is not any different to any other hunt, or actually the previous hunts that I've released. And so what I therefore mean by that is we are keeping with the idea of once I die, well, if I die, let's put it like if I die, I then have to change into a armoured vehicle, and I have to chase down any of the pesky hunters that I have blown up. Like the cars, the objectives I've blown up. So, objectives wise, this is what the map is looking like for this one. So again, it's 10. I have to blow up half of them in order to count as a nice easy win if I manage to survive the 24 hours. However, if I die before the 24 hours are up, depending on the number that I've blown up on the map I've just shown you, so when I blow up a car, the hunter then changes his current car he's driving the one he's stolen from the streets and he's driving around the map. He changes that to orange. So if I've blown up 4 cars before I die, so there'll be 4 car hunters driving around in orange cars. I then get an armoured vehicle and I'm then chasing them down and exterminating them, essentially. If I manage to do that within the 24 hours, instead of it being a case of I just redeem myself, it is now going to be classified as a survive the hunt win. And why are you double? I don't know why you're double. So yes, and they've been released at 8 AM, so we have had 30 minutes of this new survive the hunt. So far so good, is what I can say. And yeah, I think I tried to cover it in as least details as possible, because I've already talked about it in previous hunts, and if you are familiar with my channel, you know what I'm going on. If you're new around here, then welcome to the show. Hope you are enjoying what you are witnessing so far, and hopefully you've understood what I just quickly rushed through. Basically, whole up point is when I die, or if I die, the hunt doesn't just end straight away, and I then have to try and scrounge together some sort of other content out there, or what I've got, and chuck it into a video. What is this Rebrand doing? I've had weird antics from AIs in... Oh, what was it last time? What was a car last time that I had a weird outing with? I can see it in my head, like an old sports classic. I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, that one springs to mind. And now an AI just chilling in a ruiner in the middle of the road on the wrong side. Like, of course, why not? Problem is now everything's covered in snow. I can't actually see the bloody road signs, and so I can't see if I can turn left to here or not. I don't think I can, to be honest, but we shall see. And yes, brand new, obviously not brand new, but basically the snow brings conditions which we're not familiar with. Traction is going to be very low on all vehicles. Might be worth me honestly going to a paint spray and just upgrading my tyres to off-road, because I think it does give you... Oh, I don't know if that's an illegal manoeuvre or not. I've done... Oh no, it's not. Thank God, the car's following me behind. Oh, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, basically off-road tyres, whether or not they actually do offer you more traction or not, I think they don't. I think the only tyres that they've now added into the game that actually make a difference are the low grip tyres, which they added in with the tuner mode. Not the tuner mode, the what's the tuners? Maybe it's the tuners, the cars which you can drift with, basically, to make things drift. I thought I turned off notifications like that. Oh, the game must have reset. Oh, nice. Well, you're going to enjoy a nice little phone notification noise, and then a little pop-up message on the bottom left of the screen. So please ignore it. And it's annoying because basically I normally have all of my music turned off. So when I get in the car, if a radio channel's showing, I normally have it turned off. So even when I get in, because sometimes just having the music playing for that, okay, it may take me 1 or 2 seconds to get rid of it, it disturbs my flow. And as we all know, it doesn't take much for me to have my flow disturbed, and I'm in the wrong lane because I want to turn left. Because the car I'm going to go for first is this one at the Legion Square. Now the idea I'm going to go for is I'm going to go for all the cars in the middle of the map first. And I think the 2 that are plonked right in the middle are this one that's Legion Square and the one that's the Los Santos rooftop car park. So otherwise they're all sort of dotted around the map, and I think that's a hunter who's in a Seminole. So at least if I'm in a Seminole, it's going to sort of balance it. On me, it's going to balance itself out because both of us aren't in exactly quick cars. But for the time being, I'm all right. So the sirens around and about implies that the hunters are up to something. So apparently it should be near the square, so I'm gonna guess it's somewhere around the other side. So we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna loop it about until we see the car, just to make sure that I'm safe. And then once I know what I'm doing and I've got a rough strategy as to my escape plan, so is it there? Then I can make, like, yeah, get out, blow it up and stuff. Okay. I just don't want to. It's not. I mean, it's not going to be awkward if I sort of go walking about, because there are people walking about on this. It's just then trying to find a place for me to park my car up, so I can spend time strolling about. Don't think anyone's initially come here, so I think I might be able to. I don't know whether it's worth me basically going straight over, going into that car park opposite. I think that's another hunter. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So, going to be a bit of a... Ooh, squeaky bum time. Trying to get out of here because I'm going to have to be running across the street once I've blown the car up. But once... Because basically the whole I want to use that car, the car park that I've just gone through, that exit point. Well, the entrance point is also my exit, so I can then have a clean sort of exit. I mean, it's going to be risky if I get spotted, but let's go for it. Okay. So I'm just going to act like this person in front of me. Oh, okay. Sorry, dude. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. Bit of an odd dress code for the snow conditions, but you know, you do you, mate. You do you. There's a lot of people here. AIs don't cross in online, so if I do it, it's going to be bloody janky. Just going to have to do it, I say. Okay, we're good for the time being. Okay. Ah, oh, there's the car. It was sneakily up there. Okay. So impromptu's just popped up on my screen. Which implies it's probably popped up on the hunter's screen too. So I'm just going to chill for a bit. And just walk about. Just so suspicion doesn't get sort of raised. Because the thing is, the impromptu, we can't help preventing it. And so obviously it pops up on the screen. And so the hunter's just naturally just going to be like, right, okay, I've got an impromptu here. Is anyone here at Legion Square? And most of them are going to go, no. And they're going to investigate. And yeah, look at them all run. And AIs only freak out when somebody, as a player, i.e. a player, is doing something weird. I'm probably being really overcautious here. But I just don't know how much that impromptu race gave me away or not. But we have got a time limit because obviously I do have to have a certain number of cars blown up. Otherwise I have to do a car park escape. Yes, if I don't manage to get 5 cars, I've then got to, before the 24 hours up, go to one of 3 car parks. The one in Strawberry, the colourful car park by the movie studios, and also the one that's opposite the other side of the highway to the red car park. As you can tell, I cannot... what am I looking for? Leicester. Wow, that took me too long.
What's up, pal? There you go.
Oh, why did you do a little sprint there? Okay, just gonna check the coast is clear. I mean, if the hunters pass me, then I'm screwed. This could be terrible timing. Only time will tell. Cock it, drop it, and watch it blow up. Run, my guy, run! There we go, in the car. And scurry out of the car park the way we came in. Whew. Okie doke. Around the corner. Hopefully the barrier just lifts up. It does beautifully. We then pull out. Oh. Whew. That car hasn't done a U-turn, and just in case he might have, I'm just going to go up here and get as much of a gap between me and him as possible. But I think we might have done that really well, so I'm quite proud of that. And we're also in a position, even though I said I was going to get the ones in the middle. Ah, it's that car. Right, that sports classic on the left. I don't know what it's called. But that one, that was the one that caused me terror in like, literally we had a hunt where 3 or 4 drivers in one of those. Is it Piote? No, it's not Piote. I might have got that wrong. It caused me grief. A minute. Most likely his car is going to be just plonked up here on the top level. No, I don't want to take out the gang members.
You better get out of here, civilian.
Oh no, don't do this. Don't, why would you do that? Right, so we have classified that a gang attack death doesn't actually classify as a death because there's nothing I can do about it, which is rather frustrating, and I wish that... why would I... Okay, I've died again. Okay, this is really unorthodox, but basically, because I wasn't in an active chase or anything like that, none of this is counting. So I'm just going to have to grab whatever vehicle is here, which unbelievably is a minivan. Good, I'm going too far away from the mini... Okay, fine, whatever. It is what it is. And I've had to grab... I mean, who knows if these are quick or not. This is so stupid. Oh, man. Oh, you just cut me off. Nice. Okay, thank you for shooting my vehicle still, even after I've gone past you. Wow. Okay. So, hairy incident there. The fact that I managed to die not once but twice is really not helpful, and gonna have to steal another car. This car is dead as well. Right, we're gonna return to what we were in, because it seemed to serve me alright. Which is this. Now I do have to be worried about the chopper, because I don't necessarily see the chopper and he's literally just hanging above me. But because it's snowy conditions, if he gets too high he basically cannot see anything of the map, so at least I have that going for me. Now I need to get my fist out. Now the reason why I have to get my fist out is... I've gone the wrong way here, haven't I? Yep. Oh no, the right way. It's because it then gets rid of the... broken glass. Just get rid of the broken glass! God damn it! Alright, whatever, you're not going to. Okie dokie. I did not check at all then if anyone was coming. Thankfully no one was. Okay, so I was hoping that I could have gotten 2 cars then within that cops on a blind eye situation. It hasn't worked out that way, unfortunately. Now I'm sort of a little bit sparse for time because it's 3 o'clock. I've got 5 hours until I'm halfway through, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. In terms of surviving, it's a good so far. We want as much content as possible. But in terms of getting the 5 cars within 24 hours and therefore giving me an easier escape, it's not looking too grand on that front. I mean, it just means that I have to go for a car park rooftop, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when it comes to the end game, so we'll say there's 2-3 hours remaining of the 24, it's then going to become a bit hairy. Do I commit to try and get all 5, or do I just try and get myself in a nice position, a nice good position to... Oh, I was much closer to you than I thought I was. I do apologise. Although if it was the other way around, you'd have done it and then probably said that I was at fault for it. So actually, you know what? I'm going to rescind that apology. There we go. Nicely done. See, the strategy works. What I like to do is I like to brake just before the car comes at a dead stop, because obviously when you brake it automatically then turns it into reversing. I then let go of the brakes and just let the car slowly stop to a just slowly stop basically. I don't know why I was trying to overcomplicate that. So yeah, there we go. Also a little bit bunged up, and I'm wary that it might be coming through on the video as me being bunged up, but anyway. Oh, going. God, I thought he was going to chop me off then. Oh, I'm going through. I've had to wait too many times at bloody lights. I'm just going to go through. I know, a bit risky, you know, Hunter could be watching at the time, but you know, the chances of a Hunter being right there as I happen to do it are slim. Actually, what we're doing, there's another one that's right slap bang in the middle, the red car park. The top of the red car park. How do I... I mean, I have an exit strategy for that one. Now, I'm going to go for the Los Santos. So hang on, let me just tick my list, because last time I did this, when we had this ending, is I didn't tick any of the cars I've blown up. So therefore, when I died, I was then basically having to second guess who I actually managed, like whose car I managed to get, and therefore I needed to be worry about when it came to the blips, because that's the thing. Also, when it comes to that scenario of me having to chase them down, I do get my blips on to make it a little bit more exciting. Otherwise, I could spend the rest of the time just having to try and locate these buggers. So blips makes it a little bit more exciting, and had really good feedback from you. Comments wise, every single one of you thought it was a great addition, so I'm glad you all really like it. And it just basically means that the content is still Survive the Hunt related. It's not just some other random video that's been chucked on the end of it that you guys have no interest in, because when you click on the Survive the Hunt video, that's what you signed up for. So hopefully you still stay to the end. You know, you have to let me know. But as a lot of comments have said that you have enjoyed that extension on the end of it, therefore implies that a lot of you have been watching it. So thank you, and I'm glad you have been enjoying it. Also, I saw that there was a comment, I can't remember who from. Oh, god damn it, it's gonna really bug me now. But a suggestion of basically maybe switching up the vehicle I'm in. So instead of it being in the what's it called, the weaponized tamper, which is normally what we use for these hunter survivors, I want a bit of differentiation between the car I use for this mode, the end of a hunt, survival hunt, in comparison to a hunter survivors. So I think the weaponized tamper is going to stay exclusive to that game mode. So there is a bit of differentiation, and the car I'm going to be using for this one, well, I haven't got the weaponized tamper. Come on, it's green, woman. So, you know, it gives me a chance to... I would like the weaponized tamper, because that would be my vehicle of choice. I'm in the wrong lane, aren't I? Yep, completely. At least no one else could tell. Ooh, you've just overtaken me. To go right. Great position, great road positioning there, I think, dude. Yeah, he's freaking out. Oh well, we're here. We're going to commit to it. And I'm just going to have to wait for all these cars to go before I can turn left. There's a gap, so we're going to utilise that. I think we're actually just going to park my car in this car park over here.
That's something new.
Cause here's my thinking. I'm gonna get out, walk on foot again. A little bit more on foot gameplay. And I'm gonna walk along and basically I'm gonna walk up there basically to the car park instead. Instead of driving up, walk up there. And then there's a little ramp off the top there. I'm going to jump down from there. I'm going to snack up again. Normally I'm not allowed to, like armor up, sorry. But when I have a bloody gang attack like that I can do nothing about. Oh, bollocks, hopefully no one's seeing me just eating some snacks on the street. And just littering as well. Nicely done, thank you very much. Right, so he should be good. So basically, I should be able to drop down. I might take a little bit of health, but hopefully it only takes it from the armor. And then I can jump in my car, cross the street, and then sort of scooch off that way. And if someone happens to be around the corner as I'm doing it, then they won't initially inspect me in that car park driving away. That's the plan, at least. Whether or not it pays off, we'll see. But first of all, I've got to scooch up here. Yes, the car door's open as well. Perfect. Makes it look like that was my car of choice. Okay, so we are going to do cops on a blind eye. Why would I want that selected? Right, grenade, cock it, drop it. Oh, didn't quite watch it blow up, but that's alright. Don't land on your head. No, you didn't, thankfully. I've probably most certainly lost all of my armour, so I'm going to just snack up to make sure I at least got full health. Oh no, janky, janky, janky! Oh, and then you do cops on, not cops on the blind, I just get rid of the cops. Come on.
Hey, what's up?
Remove
How
once
can I
level,
help?
done. Nice, okay.
So you
So,
don't want to get in serious
that
trouble, huh?
was, what have we
Okay,
got? We
leave it
got
with me.
the Legion Square 1, we got the Rockford Plaza Ellis Customs rooftop car. Whew. Okay, 2, and we're nearly approaching halfway, so I'm a little bit behind on schedule. I had a car coming, so I assume I could go. There's a snowman in a car with green rims, which implies that it would be chance. I'm just going to scooch off up this way. Oh, he got out. I don't know if he necessarily knew it was me, but he certainly got out and started pointing weapons, so I'm not going to hang about. Hopefully my quick getaway will have prevented me from having any sort of long chase. And now if I can quickly change vehicle, I'm going to change from one coupe to another. Okay, phew. Okay, so I was planning to sort of run him over as he got out of the car, but it didn't quite work out. I don't know whether or not the chopper's still on me, and he's just seen me do that, because that's maybe that's what's going through my head as to how I'm potentially got just suddenly stopped like that. I'm hearing very faint chopper blades. When I mean very faint, I mean like the mere echoes of one. I could be just really paranoid. It just seems like it's too good to be true. I find myself that the best thing, particularly with when it comes to the chopper, is to be too paranoid rather than to be. Yeah, I can hear a chopper. Yeah, I think I'm being tracked here. I could really do with just the traffic flowing as much as possible. So I can just, because here's my plan. I want to get onto the highway. There's a little bit of a strip below me. Oh no, he's over there. Oh, I don't think he has seen me, you know. Okay, breather. We can all breathe. Okay. See, in that situation, it was better to have been too paranoid, because then I realised I wasn't being followed by the chopper, and now I can go back on track. And I think the plan is to go for the... I'm going to leave the golf course one for the time being. Because like I said at the start, I want to go for all the ones in the middle. And then we can work our way around from there. Because we have the one at the arena, Grove Street and Paperclip, which are in quite close vicinity of each other. So they could easily be done in like a pair or potentially a triple. So... although Grove Street is going to be a hassle because it's a gang area, which it is what it is. The one at the football field, I didn't realise it's not a gang area. It's like it's a bloody zone for a gang attack area. Like those gang attack things. Rockstar probably thought, oh yeah, they're brilliant. Let's have those in there. They're a waste of sodding time. Yeah. Anyway, like at this point when the game's been out for God knows how many years. It just feels like it's just a pain in the ass now. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Oh, I just assumed that was green for me when actually it wasn't. Nicely done. Oh, this is the problem. If I waited too many bloody traffic lights, as you can see, you get no momentum at all. That's why the highway is so bloody helpful. Maybe I should have stuck to my original plan, gone onto the highway, and then like scooched up into the city, and then I could have gone to the red car park right next to it right there. Oh, that should have been the play, shouldn't it? But then my play would have also been to have ditched a car on the highway, jumped down, run up to the top, and then obviously I could have jumped back onto the car that's parked on the highway, which is actually quite a good idea. But it's just, if anyone was to come across it or go on the highway that way, they would be like, what the hell's going on? And I'm sure the chopper, he'd get there quick enough and then see, hang on, there's a parked car on the highway, what's it doing there? And then if I suddenly need to accelerate, bang, chase. But I could immediately lose him under the cover by where the multicoloured car park is. Oh, you know what? My idea, which I was initially pooping all over, is now becoming a really lucrative potential. You know what? You only live once, don't you? Let's do it. Let's do it. 10 PM. So I've got 10 hours left until 8 AM. That was the other thing as well, actually. So if I manage to obviously it's all 24 hours based. However, within the 24 hours, I have blown up 5 cars and I'm getting to a car park. If I'm not in the car park rooftop by the 24 hours, I have an additional 2 hours to get there. So squeaky bum time to rush there. But the comeuppance, or not the comeuppance, sorry, the flip side to that with the hunters is because the hunters will be like, well, he hasn't made it, is they're going to be told which direction I'm heading to. So they won't be told like I'm heading to X car park. They're just going to be said that if I'm heading towards the Colourful Car Park Movie Studios, they're going to be told he's heading towards Colourful Car Park Movie Studios. Okay. So going to do a bit of a janky manoeuvre on the highway, but there won't be any hunters on the highway. At least don't think so. You're only really going to use the highway for fast movement, and I don't think anyone's going to be at the highway the way I want to be going. But thankfully, the highway is going to prove as a good location spotting. And what I mean by that is, if this road in front of me hurries up, I can show you which one of the 3 car parks that I might be going towards the end of. That is in that questionable end period. So this car park on my right hand side here, this is one of the 3 car parks that I will need to get onto the rooftop of and jump off the ramp in order to classify as a survive the hunt win. So this is the car park I need to use. A red car park on my left I need to go for. Bit of a janky manoeuvre, but I do really like this idea of mine that I came up with, although janky as it may be. And hopefully the car doesn't despawn, but no one's going to crash into it as well, so at least I don't have that to worry about. Okay, and because we have staircase, we can just quickly jump up here. Don't despawn for me. The game is either going to be nice to me or it's going to be not so nice. Time will tell. Okie doke. So it's on the top floor. Yeah, we can see it with his... Okay, so whilst I just take a little stroll over to it.
Hey, what's going on?
Cops on a blind eye.
Okay, I will take
Right,
care of it.
and let's see if we can use Cops on a blind eye successfully, second time, to actually manage to get not one but two. Cock it, drop it, or throw it, and watch the car blow up. Now we have to run. It's night time, so it won't be so easy for the chopper to spot a little figure running along here. And to be fair, even if the car has despawned, which it hasn't, amazingly. I can hear engines revving, which implies cars are nearby. Oh no, I don't want to listen to music. Get the lights on, thank you. Whew, okay. Heart in the mouth moment that. But a nice clean getaway, and that's the rare red car park. Rooftop car gone. And now we're going to be heading down towards, I think, the bottom half of the map. We've just got under 8 hours to do that, so shouldn't be too bad. Should enough time to do that, and I think I'm going to use this highway now as a chance just to basically speed things along and get down towards the bottom half of the map as quickly as possible, which would be nice. Because it's the highway, no one's going to be like, that's a really fast moving car on the highway. It's like, well, yeah, duh. Everyone's going to be fast moving on the highway. Okay, admittedly a lot faster than some of the other cars, but what I'm saying is it shouldn't be like an immediate red herring. I think that's the wrong lane, so I'm going to stay in this lane. Oh, I can stay in that lane actually. Oh well. Oh, scooch off this way. Nice. And scooch over to here as well. Nicely done. Overtake you. Around there. Lovely jubbly. And here we are. Okay, so I'm not going to have enough time to get another car unless I really rush things about. But we're in a good position here. The other thing as well to think about is if I risk things too much and I die before the 24 hours, there's a gang there, so I'm just going to move things along. I just don't even chance it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to skip a red light. Hope a Honda wasn't about. Okay, so yeah, basically, if I die with not a lot of time left before the 24 hours are up, it doesn't give me a lot of a chance. It doesn't give me a big chance to get into a car and start shooting the hunters whose cars are blown up. So 3 of them at the minute. So, you know, it's going to become nervy towards the end of it. Like, do I really want to risk too much? Because if I risk it and die, well, it's pretty much curtains. But if I risk it and manage to get the dub, then it's like a high risk, high reward, essentially. Simplest way of putting things. Now, I know I haven't had a nice time with the gang members, but I'm willing to go for the one at Grove Street, just because I don't think the hunters are necessarily going to think I'm going to go for it, because it is such a ball ache normally with the gang members. Okay, you're going right, that's fine.
Tell me what you're up to. Tell me everything.
If there was nicer 4x4s spawning, I'd have gone for one of them.
Well, I'm shocked.
But I'm not fancying the Seminole, not fancying the Cavalcade and the BJ. Just none of them. None of them. They're just, oh god, just even driving the BJ and the Seminole for like 10 seconds, it was painful. What is going on in the area? There's got to be a hunter nearby. Or it could just be a hunter, you know. That it could be. That has only just crossed my mind. So Grove Street is up here, so actually I need to chuck a right. Because there's only one way really to deal with Grove Street. And that is approach it through the back gardens. There is no point giving yourself grief. And entering anywhere else other than these back paths, because they just, as soon as you're in the area, they don't like it and they just start shooting you. To be fair, my mere presence causes a stir. Like, just you wait. You're just you wait. Just me going down these back routes, they ain't gonna like it. The thing as well is I have to also try and find a route back up, which I can do. There's those roofs there. I've done it before. Cock it, drop it. That's a throw as well, and watch it blow up. Okay. Okay, lovely. Bit of a janky escape, but nonetheless we're away. As we say we're away, the bloody gate defeated us. I am like a ghost. I'm in and out. No, nobody needs to know about a thing that's happened. And we're away. I just have to hope that nobody in those police cars is a hunter. No, we're all good. Oh, hang on, I need to get rid of the cops, don't I? I was thinking to myself, why haven't they gone? Because I haven't removed them. Doesn't look like there's major damage to the car either.
I'm guessing you don't want a back
So,
rub. How can I help?
whilst we're here, another
I take it
car,
this isn't purely a social
car
call.
park, sorry,
Of course
not car,
not. You're in
is this one
trouble
right
and you
here,
need my
which
help.
is just
No
in
problem.
front of the, what do you call it, the impound. So I need to go to that car park rooftop, jump off the top, and I classify as a win. And right now, we've got less than 5 hours, and okay, 5 hours. That's enough time for me to go for another car. It is. I'm gonna have to stay south, because otherwise I've got to find a way north to the golf course. I've got to find my way, well, north to the football fields. We've also got the lifeguard tower. Actually, that could be one to go for. Maybe lifeguard tower, but it does limit my options if I don't get it successfully. But if I get it successfully, ooh, that's a hunter racing on by. Hopefully, did not get a impromptu. I don't think so. Is that another one? That was another one racing past as well. Okay. To be fair, I don't know if that was a Hummer that just went past me, but even a Hummer in this weather, I'd happily jump in a Hummer, because the strength on those things are bloody mental. So even if I had a faster coupe chasing after me, I could probably still muscle it off. But yeah, we're doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this one. There's not long left, and I've had one encounter with a hunter who got out of his car. I think potentially just to aim his gun at me and see if I am a survive. If I am, obviously it's me, or if I was just an AI. But I'd like to know what gave me away. I'm not sure. Maybe he got an impromptu and thought I was just going to go check out the first guy in front of me, and then obviously by the time he probably got back in his car to catch up with me, I was gone. So, you know, in those situations, I don't. I get nervous here. So we've got 4 hours left, which is 8 minutes in real time, for me to either grab a car. Thing is, if I get a car and 24 hours are up, it's fine. So maybe that would be the best solution, because then I can have a chase. And if 24 hours are up during the chase, it doesn't matter. I've survived the hunt, not an issue. But if I get spotted before then, and it's it becomes a chase. Because look at that, there's a hunter right there. Well, it doesn't matter. I've committed to the lifeguard tower now. So, pardon me. We're going to be jumping onto the highway, and we're just going to go from here. It's going to be, it's going to be very hairy. I'm then basically, if I don't do this in 4 hours, just try and beat him to the acceleration. Just about happened at the end. I think you had to slam the brakes on. Then it could make it a bit of an interesting ending. I think this is the best. Yeah, I've got to come off here, haven't I? Yeah. It's going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be close. For me doing this live, obviously there's a build-up of anticipation and tension as to whether or not I'm going to get there in time. It doesn't feel like it's far to go, but AI is not going on traffic lights, and traffic lights just suddenly turning. Because, like, this geezer, what are you doing? What are you doing? Literally just... I mean, thankfully it's a red light, so I can turn right anyway, but... perfect demonstration of what I'm on about when it comes to AIs doing janky things. I know I'm twitching. Bit of a mix-up. The hunters are getting a bit desperate. Clearly a lack of communication has resulted in that death. You know, they're getting wary that obviously time is close. 3 hours are left, and I just need one car. But I'm not gonna risk it for the car park exit, am I? No, I want to go and get the 5 cars and have a nice easy exit. I know a lot of you are going, nah, go on, you don't want to go for the 5th car. Try and go for the car park exit instead. Which I could do, but I think the way I'd play it and try to play it safe. Oh, okay. You know, we're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk about playing safe. We're just going to go for a car. It's what I'm meant to be doing. That hasn't changed from the original rule set. I've got to go for objectives to give the hunters like a nod as to where my whereabouts is. So that's not going to change. We're going to do that. I'm going to go for this one at Lifeguard Tower. It could result in a very exciting last hour or two, depending on when I get this, because then if someone's roundabout in the area, there's not a lot of places for me to go and escape. But we'll see. A stretch of lights. They could both turn green. That would be bloody handy. I'm just watching the clock now. I'm just watching that clock. This one's set. I'm just going to go for another set. I can't afford just to keep waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh, so this is where you turn left. At this point, I think I've made a really janky manoeuvre here before. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay. Heart in the mouth moment as we are slowly approaching what will be my last car that I am required to get. No lights for me, so I assume that means I can just go.
Finally, what a
Okay. Okay, Lester, cops had a blind eye.
Hey, how can I help?
It doesn't matter.
I'll
what
deal with it.
looks like. We're selling an attitude.
2 hours left. That's an AR, that's a hunter, isn't it? Yep, he's not got any lights on. I've got to go for it. I don't have a lot of time left. Hey, through the window. Cock it, drop it, and watch it blow up. Nice. Okay, phew. 5 cars are done. So I don't necessarily have to worry about a car park exit escape. I now qualify for a chill escape. I'm thinking that hunter was probably watching me in the background. I know it's risky. I'm just literally out in the open here. But I just want to try and get away as quickly as possible. And then I can worry about blending back in. Because I don't know where that chopper is. He could be above me for all I know. Could have eyes on. He could not have eyes on. Who knows? But if I see any sort of janky movement, I'm gone. I'm still aiming for the highway on my left. by the colourful car park. That's still the plan. Oh, hello. Because in case he is hovering above me and he's just telling everyone where I am.
I bet you got a fat tax cut for that.
I think I should be alright. But anyway, either way, we're going to head down under. He says, yes, he is heading down under. Thank God for that. And I think just for emergency sakes as well, I'm going to change my vehicle. Just in case I am being followed. With an hour left to go though, I'm feeling pretty confident. Yeah, no one seems to be in my immediate vicinity. I'm not seeing a chopper either, so I'm feeling good. There's the 5 cars. I'm just going to double check I've got them. So I've got the Rockford Los Santos Customs car park. Just going to steal you whilst I'm here. With 20 seconds left, so I'm not going to have cops go after me initially. Oh, Simeon wants it. Okay. Anyway, can you please close? Thank you. So I've got the lifeguard tower. I've got the... Didn't get the football field. I got the red car park rooftop. I got Grove Street. I've got Rockford Los Santos Customs top roof car park and Legion Square. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, I think for the purposes of having a nice fancy win and a demonstration of what I'd have to do if I didn't get 5 cars, I'm going to head towards the car park rooftop anyway. And yeah, I'm quite good. Well, I was getting nervous towards the end then because it was looking particularly hairy, and if I managed to get into some sort of chase at the end, then it would have been screwed, because then I'd have had 3 locations I had to go for that the hunters knew I was going for, and so if they forced me past one of them, I knew I had to go for another one, or if within those 2 hours I hadn't have got it. Oh. And if I hadn't got him within the additional 2 hours, then I think it would have been a loss as well. So it would have been a bit of a hairy situation. We're about running out of time, so the end of the hunt is coming up here in a second. And so I can basically go with a little bit of care because the 24 hours are up. And I have managed to survive the hunt. The good old traditional style as well of 24 hours going, well, I'd say undetected, but had a bit of a hairy situation. But yeah, no chases, nothing too exciting for this one, but just good old blending in has done the trick, behaving myself. And yeah, with no need for the different endgame style, endgame not required, because yeah, for the first time in what seems like an absolutely long time, I've managed to survive the hunt, and if I hadn't have done it within the 5 cars, that is the exit I would have required in order to win. That was just being used for dramatic purposes because we didn't need it. So yes, excuse me. If you have enjoyed this video, then do please smash that like button. The snow conditions were challenging, but thankfully we didn't get into a chase or anything like that to require traction to be an issue or the difference in traction of vehicles. But yes, here we are. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then do please smash that like button. If you have also not already, then please also hit that subscribe button. I do massively appreciate it. We are on the way over to 1,100 subscribers, so if you haven't watched, let's help grow the channel to that. And comment down below whatever you liked, anything you like, and if you have enjoyed this hunt. I can't say about the end game because, like I said, end game not required. So yes, that's everything for now. Thank you all for watching. JDB Gaming, out to Monday.